had a beautiful session this morning, and this phrase came through in the middle of EMDR, and I want to share it. It was very impactful to me and so in alignment with what we've been building to on my personal journey, the journeys I'm witnessing, and the progression of all these videos I've recorded. And this phrase was, don't let your fear of love separate you from yourself. And so it is. Don't let your fear of love separate you from yourself. Don't let your fear of love separate you from yourself. Because where is love? Where is love? When you really know what love is, where is it? It's you. You are the essence of love, the eternal part of you, your soul, the part that has super consciousness, that has access to energies and dimensions beyond one slice of a fragmented human experience. When that part comes online, that is you. That is you. The way that you can experience love is through the truth of your own essence and being in wholeness with that. And there we can experience oneness, as within, so without. The reclamation, restoration, recognition as in equal parts, all these fragmented pieces of my energy and the divisions of self from this life and past just start to like shore up and come together. And so it's a coming together and an expanding at the same time. It's brilliant. Don't let your fear of love separate you from yourself. And what a shift. Talk about the frame shifting tremendously. In my last video, I was speaking about the difference between being alone versus being with yourself, right? How are you showing up when you're with yourself versus the I'm alone or I'm going to go do this alone energy that comes from such a deficit based illusion of separation place. Geez, it's to the point that I think that when you have functioned in any relationships with other humans from a place of separation, you don't even know what's available to you. You don't even know what's available to you. You think that you know what love is. You think you've experienced love. And maybe you think that you've experienced that, a few different times in these relationships that you've had. And any of them where you were presenting in that dynamic from a place of feeling like there was energy of separation, energy of aloneness, fear of love, fear of loss, fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, all of these things. Wait until you see what is on the other side of this healing journey for you when you come into the highest truth, the wholeness, the coming together and expanding at the same time. That's where love is capable of being experienced. And this is like, let's bring heaven to earth type of energy and make this possible on this realm. Yes? This is the way that the illusions of separation, the I'm alone energy, the fear of being abandoned, and the ways in which this human fear-based programming system filters experiences through the lens of separation and assigns a meaning to it And how that happens, or what that looks like, is we have this experience that we thought was love, but we engaged in the dynamic from a place where we had already abandoned ourselves and didn't realize it. So our fear of abandonment was being completely projected onto this person. And lo and behold, they did indeed abandon us. And now the filter, the lens of the separation vision that the human is trying to understand things through says, see, I told you, love is dangerous. Love will leave you. Love is fragile. Love doesn't last. And that's such a flipped and untrue energy. That is such a dense and separation based illusion energy. Because what we're really saying is, love isn't dangerous. Love is not what I'm afraid of. The truth is, what we're afraid of is the opposite of love. Whatever your brain has made to believe is an opposite, right? And so we will say things like, it's selfish, love is selfish, because when you fully let go and surrender into a big love energy, it will sweep you out of yourself, you'll lose yourself, and somebody's always bound to get hurt, right? Things like this that could happen from our past experiences in this lifetime or in other lifetimes that can carry forward and repeat these patterns that our soul is here to break through the screen on that illusion, to see past it or see above it to a higher truth. And these are the opportunities presented to us to see which ways we have distorted beliefs. And those distorted beliefs are all filtering down into separation of self. Separation of self. How is your fear of love creating a core separation in your capacity to experience yourself? Because if you have a fear of love, you are not in wholeness. You're not experiencing yourself. You are at the eternal soul frequency, soul essence. That's what you are. These dancing filaments of light from which you came, from which you still are connected to, and that you can never be disconnected from. That, that is love. That is love. It has no opposite. And when I say it has no opposite, when you go to the other side, when you have an experience of some sorts with that, right? And I have experienced that without having a near death experience during this lifetime. And so many other people do experience that through a near death experience. And they will say the only thing that existed was pure love and bliss. There's not even any room for an energy other than that to exist, to incite questions, right? To incite doubt. It's just pure and resounding. And this is why it is peace, because there's no doubt. There's no doubt. It's as if you imagine, like on Mars, a planet that is inhabitable to a human. You can't breathe there. It just won't exist. This is doubt cannot breathe in the atmosphere of unconditional love, from which the eternal truths and the base fabric of your oversoul identity is made from this. This is inner union. This is wholeness. This is what is on the other side of the healing when you come in to the place where we have yin and yang, divine feminine, divine masculine. I am soft and loving, and I am my own protector and provider through the reflection of the part of your soul, the truth, that is made from God energy. And when you are in this place, is there anything to fear about love? No, 100% not. When we're here as a human, the fear is not about love. The antidote is love. The antidote is love. And this is the breaking of the matrix. This is the watering of the seed that blooms into this fruitful harvest. Yes? Yes. I trust my inner voice. Love is from the inside, from the inside. As within, so without. Is love experienced in connection with other humans, other souls in human bodies? Here for you? Absolutely. Absolutely. But until you come into healing out all of that distorted energy that has taught us untrue things about what love is, that hold you in a place of aloneness and separation within, you will only know projections of illusion of separation, which you are calling love, which you are calling love. And that is attachment. That is attachment wound energy. Attachment comes from the clinging and the control, the confusion and the doubt that our wounds of separation have filtered into those distortions, right? Of love is dangerous, of love is fragile, of love is a selfish thing to do, of someone will always get hurt, right? And when you heal that energy out, this is where we arrive at the place of love has no opposite.